Alright, hello there, I'm oSa Scooby here with the Endless Walts, who is a High Master Zerg player, and we're going to do the oSa replay of the week. And we're going to be showcasing a match of his with ReignFuture. It's a PvZ. So, Endless Waltz, do you have anything you'd like to say about yourself? Any introductions?
No, just play Zerg.
Alright.
For the best.
He's pretty humble. He's actually quite an awesome gamer and a really nice guy. So if we want, we'll just pop right into the replay here.
Okay. Tell me when you're gonna hit play and
Alright, I'm hitting play right now.
okay.
So we have you playing him on Antigua Shipyard. How do you approach this map in this matchup?
9 times out of 10, the Protoss is gonna forge fast expand. Just it's the way that the natural layout lends itself. It's like a slightly larger version of Shakuras,
Okay,
but it's pretty conducive to forge fast expand. When I can, I try to get hatch down first because it's pretty good. It puts you far ahead, and it's easy to stop cannon blocks on this map.
I see.
But most of the time I'm going to open pool first just to be extra safe, and it doesn't set me that behind that far. So
I see. And yep, here's the pylon, which is showing him that there's going to be a forge fast expand.
yep.
And so is ReignFuture a Grand Masters player, or is he just really high Masters?
He's high masters. I think he when he changes his name from VT Future to Rain Future,
Uh, probably.
so he probably had to reset his ladder. But
Uh,
he's a part of Team Rain, so
yeah, exactly. Really high caliber player.
yep, he's a good player.
Now, what are your thoughts on the current state of PvZ and was this before or after the patch actually?
This was about 3 days ago, so
Alright,
this
so
was after.
after the patch. So
Not that large of a shift. I've seen a lot more Warp Prism play that I'm comfortable with, but other than that,
mm,
it's still, I feel, a little Zerg centric. So I'm comfortable with playing the matchup.
alright. Alrighty then. So we see you are going with your pool first build.
Yep. And he's gonna scout me and go Nexus first.
Yep. Sees that you guys are cross positions and that you don't have a gas, so that probably shows him that you're not going to all in, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Then here we go. We have your hatch at 16, which isn't too delayed.
14 pull, 16 hatch. It's my standard opening.
Yep.
It's hard to go hatch first on maps like this because they're gonna scout you immediately after the pylon. So if they scout you first, it's just not something good to rely on per se. It's one of those things. If you can do it, sure, but more times than not, you're gonna be forced to go pull first. So
So you might as well put it into your build instead of having to work out a new build.
yeah, and if you noticed, I got the queen started before the OV. That I feel is incredibly important.
Okay, so you,
Queen out as soon as you can.
you did an extractor trick to do that then?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
17, and it's so key to do it though.
Okay. And now you're going to throw these lings around to scout with and
Pretty much.
hold a little bit of map presence while you can.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that he doesn't send another probe out and like do some proxy play.
Okay.
Um, the place where I most likely take my third is going to be the one to the immediate left of my natural, and so it's important that as a Zerg player that you're throwing like a ling around that area. I think I do that this game just to make sure that he's not putting a proxy pylon or cannoning you in.
Ah,
Forge fast expand maps for like the first 7 minutes you can't pressure, so it's easy to do that.
I see.
It's the only way to pressure to cannon.
Yep.
So,
And now, is it standard for them to have the two cannons on this map, or?
yeah, just because to be extra safe, it's really greedy if you only get one. If I only get one, then I'll usually try some kind of bust.
Okay.
So getting two is pretty easy.
And so you're going to get that third before any gas. I see.
Yeah, at the 32 to 36 supply mark, it's really important that you're taking the third, just to punish the fact that they can't be mobile.
Okay. And what are the risks with taking this third? Like
Um,
what should you do? What should you be doing to prepare for the late game with this third in order to not
uh,
lose it?
I mean, you can just drone up hard for about the first like 8 minutes, all you have to do is drone and punish the fact that he's doing a forward fast expand.
Okay.
So, and if you notice, my Ling is going to be patrolling that ramp, so he doesn't sneak a probe in there.
Sweet.
My third.
And just stay active with it so you can't get caught by something unexpectedly.
Yeah, because he can cannon from behind my mineral line at my third or something, and that'll put me really far behind. So it's one of these things just to do.
Okay. I know you have the Overlord in his base, trying to get as much information as possible.
Yeah, the only thing I want to see is the only thing I really want to see is the forge. I see it's not spinning, so I don't even need to scout the Stargate. At the
Okay.
7-minute mark, it hasn't started +1. Then I know for a fact he's going Stargate. It's actually not even necessary for me to actually scout the physical Stargate, because I know for a fact.
Sounds good. And he's actually, is this a scouting out here? Just trying.
Yeah, it's just to see if I've taken my third, just making sure.
Alright.
Does some damage, you know.
Yeah.
You kills, it's really good.
Probably get at least 1 to 2 lings, force a few units.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole, it costs him almost nothing, because he's going Stargate, so...
Yeah.
He gets to see all my scout, or my tech.
Yep.
See where my layer tech is at for free.
And so I see you're getting your plus missile attacks.
Yep. I
Is
decided in advance that I'm going to go Roach, so...
Okay.
Just going to drone hard up until... you can pretty much just drone until about the 8-minute mark, and then you kind of have to get some scouting done. I know he's going to do Stargate pressure,
Yeah.
so I can drone for a little bit longer, but that also means I have to get my lair a little bit longer, or a little bit quicker, because normally I would take my lair about a minute after this point.
Okay.
Because I know he's going Stargate, I want to get Hydras up sooner so I can pressure him. So I can get on the map. But up until that point, I'm just going to drone.
And to see your third queen has yet to pop, but you're getting a spore built there.
Yep. Just to be safe.
Yep. He's actually waiting on this. He's gonna wait for a phoenix or two, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his second void ray on the way as well.
Just some light harass to try to force me to overreact.
And you're throwing lings up there for a poke to see what's going on in his base, I see.
Yeah, you kind of have to...
Check the third timing.
Yeah. I see the forge spinning, so I know that after the Stargate attack, some kind of pressure is imminent.
Okay.
So it's just important that I know the general timing.
And he's charging up on the rocks over here, I see.
Yeah. It's a smart idea.
Yep. Oops. He's gonna get a queen there, isn't he? Yeah.
But it's okay, it's
Yeah.
fully saturated bases. As long as I don't actually physically lose my base, I'm perfectly fine.
Yep.
And I know for a fact I won't, because my Hydra den's out already, so...
So you just kind of gotta hold on, hopefully not lose too many drones.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Don't lose the drones, don't lose the hatch. Make sure he's not taking a third behind this. Make sure I'm pumping units, because he could just... He's playing a little more economically, so he's getting gear to take a third. But the most common follow-up to this is just to get like 6 gates and like timing push.
I gotcha. So you don't want to hold this off and drone up and get caught with your pants down, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm alternating between drones and hydras, or hydras and roaches and drones. So, and I also know if I go Hydra, he's gonna most likely counter by going Colossus.
So you have a timing to hit then?
Well, no, I want to try to get a Spire up.
Oh, okay.
Just to be sure and safe. Once I'm on around 6 gas, you can afford both Hydras, Roaches, and Corruptors.
Gotcha. And you still have that wing there making sure he hasn't taken his third yet.
Yeah, because that did some damage to me, and right now he's ahead of me in probes, but he's oversaturated like crazy.
Because that's, way too many probes for 2 bases.
So I'm pretty much completely dandy here.
He only got 1 worker kill actually too, so that's... You did a good job of saving those drones. Only lost pretty much a queen and some units.
Yeah, it's not like Stargate pressure. As long as you don't lose like a whole bunch to it, you can deflect it pretty easily.
And I see you have late speed.
Oh, link speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to take it earlier, but once I saw the Once I saw the Stargate play, I was like, okay, I can delay this for a bit longer. So usually I get it a little bit quicker than that. But
I see.
now I think I take my Spire pretty soon with my next 200 gas. I'm not entirely sure, but... Or maybe it's after I see the Colossus, because you shouldn't just be getting Blind Spire, but you can almost assume once they go Void Ray Pressure, they're going to follow it up with Colossus, because you're going to go Hydra naturally.
Yeah.
It's like a constant counter-based style, so you have to always try to stay one step ahead of them.
I gotcha. And yeah, so you did guess right, and he does have that. Well, not guess. I don't know. The game went as you planned it did, I guess.
Yeah, just a natural reaction.
Yep. And he's got 2 Colossi out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up like 200, but against Colossi, if you only have Hydras and Roaches...
It's a... yeah.
Yeah, my key right here is just, when I engage right here, is just to take out the gateway units.
That way there's no buffer, and you can...
Yeah, so I can take map control. See, I'm taking a fourth of the gold right now, and...
Yep.
But against cannons and Colossi, I don't want to fight that. I just want to be extra safe, because I know I'm super far ahead right now.
So you're just trying to... You're trying to keep ahead here.
Yeah, so I started my Spire as soon as I saw the Colossus as well.
Okay.
It's important you do that, otherwise they're just going to get one of those large Colossus balls and crush you.
We look at the army tab, and you're just way ahead, as well as just only 8 behind on the harvesters. But since you have that gold, that's not going to be as big of a deal, is it?
Nope, not at all. So, on a side note, if you check my queen energy, it's really important that you're keeping it low. Like, my main queen has 11 energy.
Yeah, this late in the game, that's pretty huge.
Yeah. So that literally means I only floated like 11 energy is nothing.
So I see he's got DTs he's going to roam the map with.
Yeah, he's going to take out my fourth, I believe, here. It's really important that even if they don't go, when you get into a late game scenario, it's really important that you get a Spore and a Spine at each base.
Okay. Just for, yeah, just to be prepared and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, look how quickly 3 DTs takes out a gold base.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I've got the tech advantage, and I've had my bases for quite a while.
Yep.
See, I've got a Spine going at each base already. And I'm killing some of my units off, just so I can make some corruptors. I don't want to attack them now.
Okay. And so with this style, since you don't have infestors, you're not gonna get very early broodlords, are you?
No, it's when you're on 3 base like this, it's a little taxing on your gas and your money to go broodlord, infestor, roach, hydra, all of that.
Okay.
It's just better to go, in my opinion, get like 6 to 8 corruptors, and then just like pressure the Colossus.
Okay.
It's a lot better way to play.
And since you wiped his gateway units, he's not gonna have as many to deal with. So if you can deal with the Colossi more.
Yeah, and if you see his Warp Prism, my link spots that.
Yep.
It's a lot of Protoss, like in the mid-late game to like pressure, have been doing that. So it's really important that as a Zerg player you have lings in position. Like I have one on the right side of his base too, so...
Just kind of the same way a Protoss player would use pylons to catch dropships. Yep. And now he's going to get aggressive, I see.
Yeah, because he's nearing max, so he knows that he has to pressure me. It's better for Protoss to pressure on my side of the map.
Uh-huh.
But I have a better unit comp.
With...
I'm also yeah.
Alright, yeah. So, given... If you didn't have the better unit comp, would you fight into that? Because I noticed it was kind of...
When you're at 200, you have to start a fight.
Okay.
Like, that's just the whole point of playing Zerg. Like, this economic style is just pretty much to heave units at you until you're dead.
Once you hit that...
Yeah, once you hit that 200 mark with the best unit comp possible.
Yep.
And you only need, the key is not to overmake corruptors. I only made like 7 or 8.
Okay.
It's really good for corruption as well. I'm spamming it on, during the fight I was spamming it on every unit.
That way you're getting the maximum...
Yeah, efficiency out of my units.
Yep.
And I'm already nearly maxed where, you know, a lot of Zergs complain about units like Colossi, but once they're dead, you know, they don't spawn immediately. That's the problem with Colossus balls, you know, like once you lose the Colossus, all you have are a bunch of gateway units.
Okay. And there he GG's. All right. So that was definitely a well played game. So if you could for us, just go over a few of the main things that people like a bronze to diamond level would want to take from this game.
Okay, sure. So when you're playing against a Forge Fast Expand, there's actually no way for Protoss to pressure you for the first, like, let's say around 8 minutes of the game. So there's actually nothing you have to worry about at that point.
Okay.
As a safe measure, you should put up an Evo chamber at the 645 mark, and you can put like a spore at every base, and you should still be ahead by like 10 workers. So you're actually not that far behind.
I see.
And I mean, there's like a lot of people will get their Roach Warren against Forge Fast Expand at like the 6 minute mark or something like ridiculous like that. It's not necessary. And getting a super fast layer against this kind of style is also not necessary, unless you scout a Stargate. And the easiest way to scout the Stargate is to check the Forge at the front. And if it's spinning around the 7 minute mark, then you can actually just delay the layer, get +1 on Lings or Roaches, and hold off the timing with just Lings and Roaches. And then get the layer started around the 10 minute mark.
All right. Well, that's quite awesome, and all of that is great advice, and I thank you so much for doing this for me. Hopefully this helps out anybody that watches it, man. So thanks a lot, man.